reaction is so funny. The most unhinged thing you did during pregnancy.
I cried at Dairy Queen because they were out of M&Ms for my Blizzard. The lady said, hold on, I think there might be some in our storage room. There was a gas station next door and I saw her walk over and buy some.
Then I cried even more.
My mom died when I was 33 weeks pregnant. I told people at her funeral that if she didn't want to babysit,
She could have just said that.
ordered a bike tire to chew on because it looked good. I stood in my garden at like 11 at night and ate 4 giant
Tomatoes right off the vine.
I was hiding my pregnancy with baby number 3, and at 7 months I had a dream I was holding my baby and I looked down and its newborn face changed into the dude from the Goonies
And said, why are you ashamed of me, mother? I woke up and cried and told the whole family I was pregnant.
I started bawling crying at the grocery store when I saw a large broccoli next to a teeny tiny broccoli because it made me think of
Me and my baby.
I asked Wendy's for fresh hot fries with extra salt and I got cold unsalted fries and went inside bawling my eyes out and asked them
What the f*** their problem was and for new fries.
I ordered communion wafers from
Amazon because I craved them so bad.
I ate so many banana peppers when I was pregnant that I had a dream I gave birth on my bathroom floor to
A pile of banana peppers.
My OBGYN said my baby's head was really big and I told her that her head wasn't
Small either, and then I burst into tears.
My husband caught me in the kitchen eating fist-sized portions of sauerkraut straight out of a gallon jar with my bare hands.
Marriage is about letting someone see the real you. Unfortunately, the real me is a raccoon with probiotics.
I had been wanting a lemon-filled donut from Krispy Kreme only to find out they were discontinued in December. For 3 weeks, I debated on getting the lemon-filled donut from Dunkin', even though I hate Dunkin'. The day that I decided I was going to order from Dunkin', I found out they discontinued their lemon-filled donut as well. I had a meltdown at work so bad and violently sobbed in front of everyone that they found a small donut shop that had lemon-filled donuts and called my husband to bring them to me as a surprise. Elite coworkers, honestly. Wanted Cold Stone strawberry ice cream with cheesecake chunks, and my husband got cheesecake ice cream with frozen strawberries. I cried that he got it wrong, then ate it, then cried because his mistake tasted better
Than what I originally wanted. And he can't be right.
Wanted pie. Bought pie. Dropped pie on kitchen floor.
Cried while eating pie off kitchen floor. Not my proudest moment.
Craved a seafood boil so bad at 1 a.m. I went and ate a hard-boiled egg with Old Bay seasoning on it and watched mukbangs of people
Eating seafood boils.
I got so much McDonald's they literally pre-made my order because I went at exactly 4 p.m.
Every single day, and some employees would pay for it as well.
So my period is late and I'm reading these comments realizing me standing at the fridge door drinking jalapeno juice from the jar
Might be a sign. Congrats, girl.
I burned rice while making dinner and I had a literal breakdown and locked myself in the bedroom sobbing. My husband had to coax me out with a McChicken. Cried for Krispy Kreme. Drove 45 minutes looking for one. Got there, then cried in the parking lot because I don't like donuts. I cried in a grocery store because my boyfriend said no to buying spinach artichoke dip.
A man yelled at him. Good.
I used to get a medium slushie for myself and then a small slushie in a different flavor and say it was because the baby wanted something different. It rained the other day and it made the dirt smell so good. I went outside and ate a spoonful.
I'm not gonna lie, it tasted pretty good, but I won't be doing that again because the texture was weird. The texture?
Ate 11 popsicles back to back out of a
12-pack box. I love that you left one.
Stood outside in negative 17-degree weather in a sports bra and booty shorts at night because I couldn't cool off in our 60-degree house. I cried in the middle of the store, like full on loudly wail, screaming, crying because someone left a single strawberry by itself in a place a strawberry shouldn't be, and I was sad it was alone and not with its other fellow strawberries.
I don't even like strawberries.
I was craving pancakes and pickles. Eating them separate disgusted me. I ended up making pancakes with pickles in them. I ate 4 of them, then cried because I grossed myself out.
Continued to eat it every morning and cry for a solid 2 weeks.
I used to wake up at 5:40 every morning and go down to a specific gas station for their corn dogs. The week after I gave birth, I stopped at the gas station to get something and the cashier said I knew you had your baby because all our corn dogs were still here when I clocked out. Cried for Panda Express, then threw it up. Last night I cried because my husband refilled the toilet paper in all the bathrooms. I went to do it and discovered he had already done it. I immediately started hysterically sobbing with gratitude and he looked both confused and horrified. Packed my shit, was ready to leave because he ate my M&Ms. Locked myself in the bathroom crying with all of my fiance's clothes so he wouldn't leave me for work.
Imagine him calling in like,
Called KFC headquarters and stayed on the line for 4 hours trying to reach anyone in power to tell them to bring back the Buffalo Snacker that was discontinued in 2005. This happened in 2024. I ate a rotisserie chicken in my car in the parking lot of Walmart, then proceeded to cry because I ate what was supposed to be our supper and then had to go in and buy more. Ate a raw potato at 2 a.m. because I was craving the taste of dirt. I mean, that's better than just eating dirt. I would watch loads of mukbang videos late at night and cry because I couldn't have the food. Instead of just putting my phone down, I continued to watch and cry until I would fall asleep. Legitimately considered divorcing my husband when he bought me a Kit Kat after I asked for a Twix. Told my husband he should move out because he finished the family pack of Oreos. I've had nearly 2 pounds of jelly beans in less than a week. I was so constipated I got on all fours in the shower to shit and then picked it up and flushed it. Gotta do what you gotta do. I wanted all flat wings and requested them to be all flats. They sent all drums. I hysterically cried while my son and partner looked at me horrified. He called the pizza place back and they sent us double the amount of flats ordered because they could hear me crying when they called about it. I hysterically cried in the drive-thru at McDonald's until they made me 2 hash browns. I cried every day for a month because I couldn't eat dryer sheets. Yesterday, it took me 25 minutes to move the laundry from the washer to the dryer because I just sat there smelling the clean, wet clothes. Took a lot of willpower not to bite them. Tried to break up with my boyfriend because he got me a chocolate shake from McDonald's and I wanted one from Wendy's. Made him sleep on the couch that night. I craved vinegar so bad when I was pregnant with my daughter to the point I wanted to chug a bottle of vinegar. Realizing that probably wasn't the best idea, I went to the grocery store and bought every single brand of salt and vinegar chips, went home and made a spreadsheet of the salt to vinegar ratio of the chips. So when I craved vinegar again, I could consult the spreadsheet to satiate myself. Went to eat the watermelon in my fiance's garage at 2 a.m. because the texture of watermelon and smell of the garage was so good I needed both. Went through the Sonic drive-thru and ordered a 10-pound bag of their ice, then ate it with a spoon. I cried because I went into Costco for a hot dog and the relish dispenser was broken. I begged someone to fix it and then I cried when I ate it because it was the best hot dog of my life. I also cried in the Super Mario movie when Luigi saves Mario and says nothing can hurt as long as we're together. I called my older sister telling her how much I loved her and my husband looked at me like I was a psychopath. I was so unwell. I still can't watch that movie, but it's so cute. I once ate an entire Jersey Mike's giant sandwich at 8 months pregnant in front of my husband. He thought I wouldn't eat half of it, and when he saw I was done, he said, "Damn, little lady," and I cried for a whole hour after that because I wasn't full. I waited until Popeyes opened, ordered 12 biscuits, ate them, and then threw up all over the floor of the Popeyes and cried. They sat me down, cleaned up the vomit, and brought me some more biscuits. I had a discontinued soap bar I couldn't sleep without. The smell was the only thing that helped with my nausea. I would get physically ill if I couldn't find it, and I wanted to eat it so bad. I wanted fish and chips more than anything I've ever wanted before. We drove to 3 different restaurants, all out of fish and chips. I started wailing in the parking lot of the last one. My husband was scrambling for something to make me feel better until he finally said, "Wait, what about Captain D's?" We drove there, parked in the parking lot, and I inhaled like 5 meals of fish and chips, smiled at my husband, then opened the car door and threw it all up. I made cinnamon rolls for breakfast for me and my boyfriend, but ended up eating all 9 before he woke up. So I washed the pan and covered the packaging with paper towels in the trash so he wouldn't notice. Cried because I couldn't eat the air conditioner. Would stand in front of it with ice and pretend I was gnawing on it. Replaced the bread for glazed donuts on a breakfast sandwich. Ate it in less than 5 minutes. The most delicious thing I've had my entire pregnancy. I'm not even pregnant and I want this. I was in a parking garage and the concrete smelled so good I kept driving up and down inhaling the out of the air. Every night, standing in the light of the fridge, squeezing yellow mustard into my mouth like my life depended on it. Had a full-blown hysterically crying fit because my father-in-law ate my Taco Bell. I have never been so angry in my life. I refused to talk to him for days. DoorDashed a Jimmy John sandwich. When I got the notification that it was there, I walked to the door and I couldn't see it, so I called them bawling my eyes out, so they sent another one. When I went to get the new one, I stepped outside to grab it and realized my belly was so big that I didn't see the first one that was sitting on my doorstep. My pregnancy brain was so bad that after dinner, I would put the leftovers in a Tupperware to put in the fridge for my man's lunch at work the next day, but they never made it to the fridge because for some reason I would put them in the cabinet instead without knowing. After like 3 days, he asked, "Are you mad at me? I noticed you stopped making my lunch." Turns out they were rotting in the cabinet the whole time. I ate 4, I repeat 4, peanut butter and Cool Ranch Doritos sandwiches and washed them down with pickle juice. 18 years later, I'm still stunned I did that. I ate an entire quart-sized container of just sour cream and then cried because I didn't have any left for my tacos. I made my husband drink beer just because I wanted to smell it on his breath. Mind you, he doesn't drink alcohol at all. I put salsa in my coffee because I could not get enough salsa. This is the first time I've ever confessed this. I cried at Jimmy John's because my sandwich was ugly and they didn't have a toaster. Pregnancy is so magical.